Hello, it's Andy from Email Love, and today we are going to integrate the Email Love Figma plugin with Iterable. What you can see here on the screen is we are inside of Figma. We have our plugin right here, and this on the left-hand side is the email design. We are happy with the email at this point. It has all the content, all the images, and we simply want to export this design as responsive and accessible email HTML directly into the templates section of our Iterable account. Just to show you how the email looks, you can see it in light mode, dark mode, and on mobile directly inside of Figma. And then to export, you would simply click on the blue button here, the export button. And then from the drop down at the top here, we just need to select Iterable as the email platform. And then we do need to click on the change API key. So we will now need to jump into Iterable to grab that API key. So let me just switch screen so you can see how to do that. Okay, so we are now in Iterable, and to grab an API key, you would simply come into the integrations dropdown, select API key, and then click on this green API key button. I'm going to give my API key a name. And then I'm also going to choose server-side as the type of API key. I will then click on the Create API Key button, and then I will copy that API key. And then that's basically it. That's all we need from Iterable at this point. We will now need to switch back into Figma. Okay, let's just make the screen a little bit bigger. Okay, so now all we have to do is basically paste the Iterable API key into this box. We also need to give the Iterable API key a name. It is possible to integrate with multiple API keys, so you may want to name it after your client or the organization that you're working for. With the Iterable API, you will also need to select which region of the API you are using. Iterable has an EU or a US API. So in our case, we're using the US API for our demo account. And then once you've done that, you just click on the Set API Key button, and then your API key is now ready to go. Okay, so to export, we would now simply select the email frame. Make sure we have Iterable selected as the export option, and then click on the blue Export to Iterable button. And then you'll get a message at the bottom here, request complete. The template has now been exported into our Iterable account. And what we can do is we can jump back into Iterable just to see where that is. So let's now go into content. So just hover over the content navigation and then select templates. And then inside of templates, you'll see the email. It's worth noting that the template frame inside of Figma is what you will see inside of Iterable. So in this case, it just says email love, but I would suggest changing that to be your template name or campaign name. And if we open this up, you'll see we are able to then edit the email if we need to. We can obviously set all the campaign details. And then we can also edit directly in the rich text editor if we need to. Or I believe we can also edit the actual HTML as well. Okay, so I'm going to exit this. You can preview there. And that's pretty much it. That's the process. Very quick and easy. And once you've set that up, you can quickly, with one click, export your email love Figma designs from Figma directly into Iterable in a matter of seconds. So hopefully you found that useful. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or need help integrating with Iterable. Thanks.